like 6 Gs.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome
Yo.
to the episode number 1 of the Square Table, but that's because we started at 0. And I'm joined. We got all the, I don't want to say all, but our dear tattoo artists and Kaiju collectors here. We have, it's that way. There we go. We got Adam P.
Yep.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, don't put me on the spot like that.
Go ahead, give yourself an intro. No? All right. You want me to do it? It's going to be bad. I'm just telling you.
Somebody call J Key. He's pretty good with intros.
Yeah,
let's do it, AJ.
We got to get Jay on the bus. Then we have the one and only Octeel, Chris Calico, and then you can tell already who that man is. Slam time. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's happening?
What's going on?
First off, what are we drinking?
Jameson and ginger ale.
All right.
Vanilla Coke, Nectar of the Gods, next to whatever match.
I got this IPA from a brewery in DC called a Ponzi IPA.
I'm reduced to water right now, so.
Damn.
Well, I mean,
Brutal.
We got a long way to go.
I got an energy drink because I drank way too much tequila at what I thought was just supposed to be a lunch, and it ended up being, I don't know, like a mini wedding or something. I don't know. So I just had a ton of tequila and lime juice, and then was like, oh yeah, I got a show tonight. I should stop drinking for a while. So let's see. Questions. We'll go around in the order that I guess we see each other.
I think it's different for everybody.
What is that order, AJ?
All right. Adam, Octeel, Chris. Can everyone in the chat? Kyle, what's up? Adam, Danny, JPL, you guys hear us okay? We're all good. Level's fine. No one's getting crazy. All right, so let's kick it off. New acquirements, new toys. Got.
Oh,
Adam, I know you're gonna show off. I know.
Oh, you know I gotta show this off.
Yeah.
The 50 toys. Roman alien. Look at that. Look at that big, beautiful, big
Thing is
jacket.
beautiful.
Dude, that's definitely. Ooh, what? Do that again.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
I love that it's just so easy to just take off like that and display it either way.
Yeah, this little dude is so cool.
Cool.
James Groman is insane.
Yo, a master. A true master.
And I've been trying to get one of these for months, and I finally won a fucking lottery for it. Meteorite toy, the R78.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
That thing's pretty badass, man.
It's like
There's like a little mini figure inside it. Comes with like different hand replacements for it.
It's like an Iron Giant ripoff or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
It does look like Iron Giant a little.
That's the newest from me.
Nice.
It's
Octeel?
not-
I'll call it out. Does that make it easier? Yeah.
Yeah. We are but humble tattooers.
Yes.
Yeah, I got this M1 Garmon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let me see, where's he at? And it's like, I love this colorway, Tokyo colorway, but it's like the Rasta colorway, it's like, and it glows, everything that glows, I just fucking want it, so that's my newest guy, and I'm waiting on some stuff from AJ. I have a little delay with my email.
Yes, well, that's kind of my fault because I switched up on everybody without even saying anything. I'm invoicing through the website now, which still lets you pay by PayPal, but I guess it only goes to your email as opposed to, I guess, if you have the PayPal app, it probably is like, hey, pay this.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you got, man?
Well, if anyone was watching last week, knows I got
Yes,
these,
dude.
Hell yeah.
I also, it's not new, but it goes with it. The San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Mint, dude. So
And,
awesome.
oh man, Slime, you're gonna hate me for this one, but
Oh.
Kamen Rider Bank.
Ooh.
I don't know who the hell makes it.
Doing a
Oh,
little
Van
dab.
I think it's Band Presto, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I don't have much Kamen Rider stuff, and this goes good. That's it for me until my box
That's a
gets
good
here.
one.
Yeah, the box that you I'm so
Take
the
people to
best
bring in.
the best thing about getting all the stuff like in master cartons, like when I get all the S.H. Monster Art stuff, is I get these gigantic boxes, which have really helped out lately. So you're gonna get a giant Godzilla Ultima box that does not have Godzilla Ultima in it.
Well, that's not, I don't want that.
Which of
Right.
those Gabras do you prefer? You more green or you more purple?
Well, I've been after this one
Yeah, that one's
for like 2-3
That's
years,
sick.
beautiful.
so I crossed it off my bucket list. But then I had to get the green one. I don't know where the hell my camera's at. There we go. They go well together. But I like the purple one a little bit more. I like my Safubi to look a little weird colors.
Yeah.
I don't like it when they're.
That's the best kind.
I was gonna. I mean, you can kind of tell by Adam what Adam likes. In his background there.
Trying to say, bro.
But no, I agree. I think like when it comes to Sofubi, the accurate ones, it's just kind of like, but why? Why doesn't it
Yeah.
glow or have glitter or
yeah.
insane
Dude.
pink purple and all this madness?
Stylized.
Slime, what do you got, man?
All right, so this big boy right here. Okay. So I just picked him up. I picked him up on my birthday a couple months ago, actually, at a Toy Tokyo up in New York. But I had this guy before, and I like regretfully gifted it to somebody that gave me like a very large Godzilla tattoo, And as soon as I gave it away, I was like, why did I do that? Like, that's so dumb. And they were so expensive, but I was just like, I'll find one someday. And then I walked into fucking Toy Tokyo, and this dude was just like super huge on the shelf, very
Nice.
reasonably priced. And I was like, yes,
Meant
please.
to be.
Dude. What, say it again?
It was meant to be, man. You found
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
You love something, let it go. If it comes back, it was meant to
Look at that
be.
face.
Yeah,
Look at that. Look
Toy
at that.
Tokyo in New York is like a staple.
It's
I've only
so
been
sick.
there. I mean, I live in New York, and I've only ever been there like 3 or 4 times. But every time I'm in there, I always remember it. I'm like, I wish I came to the city more. But even though I live in New York, the city is still like an hour and a half away from me because I'm out on Long Island. So it's like,
Yeah. It's like an hour and a half from here, too,
yeah.
But we made like a day trip. We went to see all the Ghostbusters like landmarks and shit, and
That is
Yeah.
that's
And
awesome. dude.
speaking of that, also sorry, the newest
No,
guy
keep going.
is I got
Dude.
this
That
from
thing is.
Unbox Industries, and I think the collab was the company Refreshment Toy. I think possibly, hence like all the weird little like ice cream people. Trying to get a good like see that little guy and like he's like gonna eat these like cute little homies.
Yeah, he's pretty big
But-
too, right? He's like
Dude,
almost
he's been-
what 9 inches tall at least.
This is like I would say like 10 and a half.
Yeah, he looks big.
It's quite large, yeah, and it wasn't that expensive either, But I'm glad I set my alarm for this thing, and I'm glad I did because it sold out like an hour.
Yeah,
Awesome,
I know.
man.
I tried to get
Yeah,
it.
but
Oh,
one
damn.
more.
Oh, rubbing in the wound. Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
I got the Kamen Rider Bank. He said he wanted it, so
Yeah.
Dude, yes. All right.
Yeah.
So I need to ask, who makes those and where do I get one? Because I need
Okay, so I
I
go through
need
the company that sells these is Electric Toys. They're based out of Japan. I don't know how easy it is to get. Like, I just like punished the guy because he makes all these Sonic. Like, see, like this was the first one I got, full color. Dude, so sick. It's the best Sonic ever, dude. But I just punished him. I was just like, yo, this is awesome. Like, what the hell? And then he was just like, okay, you want to order one? I was like, yes, please.
that. Yes, absolutely.
Every time they put a Sonic out, though, they put it like, they'll do a preview, And then I just hit him up and I'm like, what's good with that? And he's just like, I got you. You know what I mean? So,
Got that Sonic hookup.
but, yeah, check out Electric Toys Japan on Instagram.
I'll grab it in a second.
And badger the shit out of them.
The
Dude,
one
these-
Sonic thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying it's beautiful. It's like
Yeah, it looks
these
awesome, dude.
these are like, as far as my entire Sofubi collection, these are like some of my favorites. Like they're like 10 pieces, there's like 10 casts in this thing. Like the feet turn, the hands turn, the arms turn, the head, the legs, everything, It's like so legit. So sick.
I had bought the Sonic Mania Collector's Edition, and I have it up there, and that's like it came with Sonic on top of the Sega, and like you push the button, and it's like Sega. I'm gonna go grab it. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Get that thing. Oh, that's enormous.
I don't know if it still works because I don't even remember if I took the batteries out. But it literally came on like a replica Sega, and he's big, man. He's probably at least almost 9 inches tall. Let's see if we got it. Come on.
There it is. Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
AJ, I didn't even realize I don't even see you on screen.
Don't worry about me. Do you guys want me to change it in the Skype so you can actually see me?
You do.
I can see everybody.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, AJ's the only one I can't see.
Oh, well, I guess you'll have to rewatch to see how awesome it is.
I will. I will.
All right, so so you guys are gonna blow me up. I don't have a tattoo, and I'm hosting this show, so
For shame.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
About that for 4 years now?
What's that? I know. The tattoo that I've always wanted, and I don't know. I've just never. I just know the money that it's gonna take to get this tattoo that I want. So what I want is a sleeve of Godzilla roaring up at like the bat symbol with the whole fucking cityscape on fire, and like you see the Batmobile like driving up to the city. That's what I want. And
Dude.
I would just rather buy toys with the money that's gonna take to happen.
I need to ask you this though: how many shops did you walk into and say, "How much for a sleeve"?
Never. I've never actually walked into. I've just always had it in my head and just always assumed that it would be too expensive.
To the car.
But I don't know. And then so yeah, there's that, which is just embarrassing. So let's kick it with Adam. Adam. Yeah. I know, embarrassing. But all right, so let's see the tattoo journey. Like, how'd you get there? How did you decide? Like, yo, this is it. This is what I want to do.
Oh man, I don't think we have enough time for that one. All right, to make a long story short, prior to starting my apprenticeship, I worked as a cell tower technician for a company my dad was running in Connecticut. I did that for a few years, saved a shit ton of money, watched a lot of Miami Ink, and I was introduced to a tattoo artist through some mutual friends. I got tattooed by him a couple of times and kind of developed a relationship with him. And one day I was just, I want to know what tattooing's all about. I want to be a tattoo artist. I've always been an artist. I've always loved art ever since I was a kid. So I quit my job working for my dad, started my apprenticeship, and that was 15 years ago. And here I am.
Octeel, you're up. Give us the story, baby.
It's a long story. There ain't enough time.
Yeah, I gave you a very short version of mine.
Yeah, you don't gotta.
I'll give you the super micro condensed mini version, the chibi version of my story, if you will. But man, it's a long story. But I I was always an artist, always did artwork, went to art school, joined a band, dropped out of art school, started getting tattooed, became friends with my tattoo artist. And one day he called me and was like, I'm going to change your life, you know? And at that time I was like driving fork trucks in a warehouse, and I was in my early 20s and I was miserable. And I was like, why not, you know? And I started a tattoo apprenticeship. That's another very long story. Eventually, I did not tattoo after my apprenticeship, and you know, went back to just working in a warehouse for a little bit, living the rough life for a little bit, and through many weird avenues and paths of the universe, I ended up tattooing again out of my apartment and tattooing friends. And at some point on that journey, I was like, well, to get better, to be legit, I got to get in a shop. And that was around like 2008. And I've been in a shop ever since. So
yes, I started my apprenticeship in 2007.
Okay, cool.
All right, Chris, you're up, man.
Pretty much the same thing, you know. Artist the whole growing up. I too went to art school, almost failed out of it. I just didn't care about what they wanted me to do. And then senior year, I switched gears and just started drawing Flash for every fucking project. And at the end of the year, your senior year, you put all your artwork up on the wall. Big deal, senior showcase thing. They bring people down from advertising agencies and all that shit. And so I had Flash up on the wall. The lady I was in school with, she's a little older than all of us. She invited a friend who worked at Eddie's, Philadelphia Eddie's, years, back in the day. But he knew all the guys that ran the place, and he's like, look, they're too busy for an apprentice, but I know a guy. He said, if you can get yourself to Hatboro, he'll give you a shot. So long story short, I just got my ass on a train to Hatboro, just right outside of Philly. It's not a long ride. And he agreed to take me on as an apprentice. Didn't have to. They already had an apprentice who was stinking up the place, but that's the point. Let me apprentice for him, but it was kind of like trial by fire. I mean, there was only him, another guy, and then me. Well, the other guy quit, like abruptly, kind of, and I just got thrown to the wolves. Tattooed for a couple years. Then my health took a shit, and so I left, and I was out of the business for good, like 9 years.
Oh,
and
wow.
Out of the blue, my mentor, my friend, he hit me up. He's like, "Yo, man, I know you missed this. I know, you want to get back." He's like, "I have a booth open." He's like, "If you want it, it's yours." So that was almost 4 years ago, I think. So here I am now. Don't regret it at all.
Oh yeah.
Awesome, man. So, I mean, it seems like what exactly is the apprenticeship? Like, do you just watch another dude learn through that, or they like, just go nuts on this guy's arm?
I don't know.
Like, go for it, see what happens.
Toilets,
you get physically and mentally abused.
Yeah.
So yeah,
no money. It's like.
All right, so it's just like being like I did an apprenticeship for an electrician. It was the same thing. You're the errand boy. You're whatever we need, go get it, scumbag. Okay.
I didn't have a car, so whenever they wanted coffee from somewhere, I had to go walk there, and then come back. So it's worth it, though. It's the right way to get into the business.
Hell yeah, it is.
I mean, now you just gotta watch.
You gotta earn your spot.
Exactly. And these kids just watch YouTube, and then next thing you know, they're got their own shop in like a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Slime.
Hi.
You're up, man.
Yeah. Well, so my stepdad used to be a tattooer. He owned a shop called Forbidden Art. It was on 4th Street, right across the street from both Philadelphia Eddies that are on that street, But he that was a long time ago. But anyway, he doesn't do it anymore. But he had tattoo stuff in the basement, like you know, when I was a teenager, and he kind of showed me a little bit, you know, how to set the machine up, and I tattooed him a couple of times, but I was really shitty, you know. And then I eventually like started like I like told some of my friends, I was like, yo, like I got some shit in the basement, you know, like let's try it out, you know. And I did like
be my guinea pig.
I did like 4 or 5 really bad tattoos, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore because I don't want my name attached to all this garbage I just did, you know. And then but so I did it for a while, but then like I ran into a buddy I hadn't seen in a while when I was like 22 or 23, and he was like, oh, I work at the shop now. He was like, you should come get a tattoo, I'll hook it up. And I was like, okay. And I went and got a free tattoo because he was like learning, you know. And then the owner of the shop, like I don't know, we just hit it off. He's a good dude. His name's John Black. He works at Double Diamond in Westchester now. He's amazing. But yeah, I don't know. We just hit it off, and I told him I was an artist or whatever. And I like had some of my drawings in the car, like some crap that I did like a long time ago. And he was like, whoa, these are sick. It's like, oh, thanks. And he's like, he's like thinking, and he's like, I wouldn't have to teach you how to draw like that, you know? And it's like, he was just like, you want an apprenticeship? And I was like, yeah. Yeah. Like it literally just fell into my lap, like super weird, dude, you know? But everybody else that worked at that shop was a flake, and he knew that, you know? So I think that's why he was trying to bring me on, you know? Because the other people did end up leaving, like not soon after I started working there. But yeah, I apprenticed for like 2 years. And then he was like, I need you to make me money, like now. I was like, okay. You know? And so I like kind of
Jack Nicholson in the party. What can I use you for?
Yeah. Well, you know, the rent on the shop kept going up, and like he was just like, man, he was like, I really like need you to not be an apprentice anymore. You know? And it's like, okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but okay, you know.
That's kind of what my mentor did to me. He's like, I was like 6 months in. He's like, you got to start making some fucking money for me. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
You're gonna start tattooing now.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
right now, I'm in the middle of cleaning tubes in the back room.
But yeah, you know, I don't know. It was just like in the family, and so it was always an interest, you know. But it kind of just like I got very lucky, you know, with that. Like it doesn't just fall into people's lap. So.
All right. So it seems like the road is the same in a way. The path is always get your ass in the apprenticeship, and then once you get through that. So let's see. What's your biggest influence, like artist wise? That like, oh man, Adam's head just exploded. I just saw that. He was like, oh shit. Like your style or
ready for this, bro.
Well, did you not think I was going to ask actual questions? We were just going to sit here and be like, hey!
I didn't know what
AJ doesn't know anything about tattooing.
Yeah, I want to know. I'm very, because at least with like art and stuff, I'm very into that. I just don't have
like,
any ink on me.
Art or like our tattoo inspiration? Or both?
Go for it. Whatever,
right.
man.
Fuck. Well, when I was a young boy.
Oh my god.
I mean, as far as my tattoo art is concerned, I always liked the idea of blending styles together as opposed to focusing on just one thing. Like I was really big into Salvador Dali when I was a kid, like the whole just weird abstract surrealism, lots of like color. So in terms of artistic influences now, there's way too many to name. There's especially with like the rise of social media, it was like a floodgate that just burst. I mean, just the amount of incredible, especially with tattoo artwork. Like when I started Instagram before it was taken over by influencers, I was really inspired by a lot of tattooers from like the UK and Australia. I try to find influence from anything and everything I can, be it movie, television, music, artists. To try and sit here and just throw a bunch of names at you, it's kind of hard to just narrow it down. I try to find influence wherever I can. That's the easiest way I can answer that question.
Trying to show some of your stuff off right now, but when I click on the pictures, it asks me to sign in. Is this a joke? I'm on my own computer. Why do I got to sign in?
I mean, when I started tattooing, I was really influenced by like a lot of like color realism guys, and like I was really big into like biomechanical stuff. I just didn't have the talent to do it at the time. So I tend to take a more kind of illustrative approach to a lot of my work, which is kind of evident in the artwork that I do. I just, I love a lot of line intensive detail, a lot of solid color. I don't know. It's kind of hard to answer that question. And, my mood and temperament changes frequently, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know that. One minute you could be interested in this thing, and then a week later, I want to do this style instead. I try not to limit myself as best as I can, so that I can just always try something new. I don't like to remain stagnant and doing one set thing. I like to try new things all the time.
Octeel. The eye roll, I felt it. It hit me so hard. It's like,
Well, it's interesting because I'm at a point in my career where I'm really coming into my own style and embracing my own thing that I'm trying to create, and it's the first time in my career that it's taking off, and other people are embracing what I'm doing too, as far as clients. And I've always been influenced by traditional tattoo work, really bold lines, really kind of graphic colors, stuff that pops, stuff that stands out. You're going to see it from a mile away. And I started taking the idea of that and just mashing it up with things that I love or things that I enjoy. And, about a year ago, I was just in this weird place in my life, and I was, Godzilla versus Kong had just come out, and watched it with my daughters, and I was like, not super impressed. I grew up with like, Showa, Heisei era stuff, and I was like, what if I just started drawing this stuff as a tattoo? If I start drawing this as a traditional tattoo, you'd always see somebody do a Godzilla tattoo, and it'd be a Godzilla tattoo. But I was like, what if I stylize this stuff? What if I just made this into its own thing? And I started doing that, and it started really taking off. And I'm at a point now where that's the majority of what I'm doing. I mean, a majority of what I'm doing is kaiju related, sofubi related, monster related tattoos, and I'm doing it in my style. And right now, that's just what I'm pursuing.
Seems to be working out.
Yeah, except for the Godzilla vs. Kong. We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to that.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I don't want to railroad this yet. Chris, you're up.
Well, as a kid, it was all comic book art. Love Jack Kirby. Like,
yes,
Kirby's king. I like when I draw shit. I try and think if I can put a Kirby spin on it sometimes. I mean, if you my Instagram kind of tells you I'm huge into American traditional tattoos. Like Octeel said, bold lines, solid color, just a tattoo like the way I think a tattoo should look. Like, not to say that's all I'll do, but
there we go. I finally figured it out. There we go. We can look at some
as I got a little older, really gravitate towards like the paintings of Basil Gogos. If anybody knows who he is, he used to do all the famous monsters of Filmland covers. Love that. Like, I wish I could paint like that. I suck at painting. I can do like flash painting. That's about it. But like as far as tattooing goes, like when I first got in like 2006, a guy in Philly, Martin Lacoste, an Old City Tattoo. That dude taught me how to draw tiger heads from like his books. You know what I mean?
How to do that, man.
You know, I had a book of his. It was like take nothing back, and take what you can, give nothing back. And I just looked at that all the time when I was apprenticing.
Same, dude.
There you go. So guys, traditional guys, there's always the greats like, Sailor Jerry and whatnot, etc. I look at that stuff and I try to do my best at it. So these three guys, I look at their stuff all the time and I'm just like constantly inspired by it. So I wish I got to do more kaiju tattoos. So if you're out there and you're in the Philly area,
I just found your guy again.
Tattoo you once. Yeah, I did like two kaiju tattoos, and one's on my wife. So, and I kind of had to talk her into
that. You're like, all right, so this is what's gonna happen. Oh, I found it. It's the Mothra, right? Yes, it's that film.
Yeah.
Oh, let me bring that up. One second.
It just helped that she really likes Mothra. So.
There it is. Forgive me for the small screen, but you can at least see it there.
Yeah,
I can't.
Adam, you'll have to watch afterwards, man. You
already established this.
This man doesn't know how. Adam doesn't know how to use a phone, a computer. I'm shocked he's still here. I can't believe it. Honestly.
She does want a Nagora cat tattoo, so I'm gonna draw that.
Oh,
cool.
We'll do that soon.
Oh, damn, dude, this one's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I delve into that stuff every once in a while. Like portraits, I don't do portrait stuff, but I have a customer who likes horror characters, so I'm giving those a shot. It's like, they have a look, they need to look a certain way, but they don't need to look exactly like a person. So if someone comes in and wants like, oh, I want a tattoo of my granny on my arm. I'm like, yeah, I'm not your guy because I'm going to fuck that.
Oh, that's hilarious. Slime time.
Okay.
Biggest inspiration.
Biggest. Wowee.
Or most? I don't know. Is that the same question?
I will say, like, the guy that got me into drawing as a kid was Todd McFarlane, because I loved Spawn. That was my shit.
Oh, yeah.
I would say now my biggest inspirations as far as illustration and drawing goes would be like Bernie Wrightson, like classic horror illustrator. He's the king. He's the master. And then like my favorite modern comic guy, I would probably say is James Stokoe, who did Godzilla Half Century War, which is like, in my opinion, the best Godzilla comic that's ever come out ever. It's really awesome. If you haven't even just looked at it, look at it. It's beautiful. And he has some other really cool comics called like Orcstain, and he's doing one now called Orphan and the Five Beasts, and it's like a mystical kung fu like comic, but it's got like cool like body horror monsters, and it's gory. Yeah. That guy rules.
Like this stuff right here, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's mine. But and then I would say like my favorite tattooers, like favorite like olderish tattooer, I'd say Mike Malone. Cause he like kind of drew stuff a little more advanced than those before him. It was still flat. It was still like really flat traditional tattoos, but it had more motion and shit. And he also did like that giant Godzilla bodysuit. I don't know if you've ever seen that, the famous Mike Malone like Godzilla back piece.
Yep.
And it's got like Gigan and Mecha G on the other arms and stuff. That's awesome. And then I would say like my favorite modern tattooers would be Matitude Death Mask. I think that's his Instagram handle. He's very sick. He does cool, dark, like weird kind of evil stuff with like washed out tones and stuff. And Grime. Grime is
Shit.
yeah. Grime's the shit. Grime's the shit.
He taught all of us that too, man.
Yeah.
He's doing shit that people think is awesome today, like fucking 15 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So good.
Oh man, look at this. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling through you guys' Instagrams
okay.
right now.
Yeah, that's
dude,
that's my friend Gabe. He's letting me do a whole Showa era sleeve on him, and we're almost done. Actually, we're doing gap fillers now. So, and I'm trying to talk him into getting a Heisei sleeve on the other side. So,
Nice.
I think he'll do it.
You make him do it.
Yeah, just
You make him do it.
knock him out, bring him in, be like, hey, I don't know how you got this, man, but it looks great. So now that we've finished up that round of question, let's circle back to Godzilla vs. Kong. Octeel, what's up, man? Why the hate?
Look, when I look at Godzilla movies, especially any modern era Godzilla movie, I don't just look at it from the perspective of just the movie, right? Like I'm looking at like the design of Godzilla intrigues me. Like I feel like the modern design, American design of Godzilla falls flat in my personal opinion. You know, a lot of times like the modern American Godzilla to me is like no more than a glorified Zilla, you know? It's like you're taking
spicy.
This is
spicy,
getting
but
so spicy right now.
dude, you gotta hear me out. Like, and people tell me, people are like, what should they do to design a better Godzilla? And I said they should come see me. Like, come see me. Like, come at me. I can design you a better Godzilla. Like, that's not a problem.
Yeah, I mean,
we can make it work.
Legendary is by no means my favorite design.
No, but it doesn't have that Godzilla doesn't have a soul to it. Like, there's no spirit to that Godzilla for me personally. It could be any other just giant kaiju up there. It doesn't have to. You don't have to call it Godzilla. It could just be a giant lizard. You know?
Yeah, this is heartbreaking right now. I'm just
telling you. You know. And,
no,
you know,
I mean, if I'm being honest, that design never really felt like Godzilla to me till Godzilla vs. Kong or whatever the hell. Yeah, because like I hate superhero Godzilla unless it's in the 70s, then it's acceptable. But like I just don't like even the first movie where he was just like, oh, I'm gonna swim with the military. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what, dude? What are you doing, man? Like, bury that shit. Like, get out of here. So, like, I just wasn't into that. So, at least in Godzilla vs. Kong, like, they finally made him like bad, and I was like, oh, there we go. Now I accept him as Godzilla.
Yeah, that's all.
So, do you like it as a monster movie at least?
Yeah, I think it's decent. It's all right.
Jesus.
Well, see, I don't like Mechagodzilla's design either.
Oh my god!
My
god!
Woo! It's not my favorite Mechagodzilla.
No, dude, 74 is
it's
where
cool
it's at,
still.
dude. No one's taking the king spot from.
Not even say it has to look like 74, but I'm saying like I could have probably drew a better one with my eyes closed, and it would have been better, you know. Like,
yeah. All right, I want to challenge. So now, I want you to do a live stream with your eyes closed, drawing a Mechagodzilla, and we're gonna see if it looks better.
Not today,
but we gotta set that up another time. Like, all right, let's see this design, man.
I'll do it. I'll totally do it.
It's the worst legendary Godzilla movie. Yeah, I said it.
What's the worst legend? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Godzilla Kong. It's the worst legendary movie.
No, the first one is.
I'd rather watch
the worst
one than that one.
I still think King of the Monsters is the worst out of all legendary.
That's my favorite.
From just the movie wise. But
it's so stupid.
I don't know. I'm not
It's
watching
like-
that for
It's
good story.
it's like it's so fucking stupid, but it's fucking awesome.
Thank you. I agree with you.
They're all stupid. And
Yes.
but see,
They're
that's the thing.
immensely stupid.
Yeah, I like them all. Like, it's not like I'm like, oh, I love the MonsterVerse, but Godzilla vs Kong and then Skull Island are my top two, and then probably G14, and then King of the Monsters at the bottom.
Ooh. Purple.
King of the Monsters just has great monster designs. Like Ghidra and Rodan are just fantastic. Can you at least agree with that, Octeel? Do you like King Ghidra and Rodan, or you hate those two? God,
No.
I
I
don't
don't
like
like
any
any
of
of
them.
them.
I don't
I
like
don't like any of them.
I don't like any King Ghidorah that's not
Dude,
show.
just
King
put
Ghidorah.
somebody back in a suit. Like, put somebody in a suit or make a puppet fly across the screen, and it's gonna look better.
I'm gonna strongly disagree with that.
Like, clearly, Goziban has it down. Like, they killed it. Killed it. Have them design
And-
monsters because they do a better job.
I mean, I'm not. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know.
Damn it. I'm right.
Oh my goodness. I don't even what. Adam, what's your question? Adam, you toss a question out because now I can't even think straight because
Oh, constant
I
question.
just
You
Godzilla.
broke me.
Yeah, Godzilla Bond is better than
Hear him rag on
some of
fucking
the best CGI we've ever seen. In,
Yeah, speaking of Godzilla,
I just don't even understand.
how about those ships they take to? They look like the Buzz Lightyear spaceship. There's like the
Oh, to the Hollow Earth.
he knows. Matt knows what I'm saying.
Oh, dude, that my favorite thing about Godzilla vs Kong is literally how they like stopped caring. They were like,
Oh, they totally stopped.
they were
caring.
just like,
They
all right,
go-
so
by
so
the time they
what
get to
kind of
Middle Earth, they're like, fuck yeah.
my favorite thing that because one of the things that the movie does really well is like anytime something utterly nonsensical happens, they like cut to some awesome monster action, so like you kind of like forget about it. But I love when they like basically like Wi-Fi a power source.
Yes. Yo, yes.
You're like, okay. Like, yeah, you just kind of just beamed it back up to Mechagodzilla. Yeah, all right, let's.
You uploaded it.
Yeah, I just that part was like,
into its control panel.
yeah, it just absolutely incredible when the filmmakers were like, "F it."
I mean, also though, think about like the fact that they're in the Hollow Earth inside a rock palace made from monkeys. You know, like
I mean, that is at least that looked awesome.
when you think of it in that scenario, it's pretty believable, if you ask me.
Hey, dude, I love all the Hollow Earth stuff. That was the one thing where I was just like, what? Why are we downloading a power source? Who's got an internet connection that could even reach the center of the earth? I didn't know. All right, we're just gonna go with that, no doubt. Did you guys ever see the toy that was like that never came out? Because there was the original ending was actually supposed to be in the Hollow Earth, and like they made a Godzilla figure where he's got like this whole cage on him and everything.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see that?
Yeah.
What was it?
For that.
Supposedly that was like the cage, because like Godzilla, that energy is Godzilla's energy. So like that was gonna be how they siphoned the power to Mechagodzilla, was this contraption on Godzilla. And I guess they ended up scrapping that and just said, all right, Wi-Fi it is, baby. Here we go.
No. That would have been way cooler.
Yeah, that entire movie got reworked. I remember there was one of the Skarsgård, he did like an interview way back. And his interview, if you watch it, you're like, what movie are you fucking talking about? Because none of everything he's talking about doesn't happen. Like he was in the Hollow Earth. He saw his brother die. Like it's a completely different movie. I don't know what happened. WB or Legendary came in and was like, just make them fight more. And I guess Adam Wingler was like, okay, fine. I guess we're doing Wi-Fi shit and whatever. Just let them fight over and over and over again. But all right, I don't want to talk more about MonsterVerse because Octeel seems like he's getting bored.
Well, I mean, look, at at the heart of it, you don't even need a plot. Like you can't fuck it up. Like you don't need a plot. You just need some monsters that fight each other.
Well, that's why I love the movie, because it's that monster action is just fantastic, and that's all I wanted.
Yeah, but there's too much plot. There's too many side stories.
In Godzilla vs. Kong, what's the plot?
I don't know. But
no one knows. There is none.
I mean, like let's talk about this. Like Millie Bobby Brown doesn't need to be in the movie at all.
Oh no, yeah, no. I
Does everybody in the movie so that other guy can spill vodka on the controls?
Yeah, that's the whole point. God, that whole point.
Team Godzilla, Team Godzilla just could have got completely axed. And I don't know if JPL's still watching. He actually made like an anti-cheese edit and took them completely out of the movie, and you couldn't even tell because they serve no purpose. Like they're just like, hey.
None at all.
Godzilla's good guy. Why he so bad? You're like, get off the screen. That's the biggest. My biggest problem with the MonsterVerse overall is they killed all the really good actors for no reason.
Yeah.
And gave us whatever was left.
Yeah.
Like even in King of the Monsters bothered me so much when they killed oh my god, what's the actress's name? The King Ghidorah eats her. Like if you blinked, you would have missed it.
Oh, Sarazawa's a
and
or
whatever.
Yeah, and she's like a great actress.
It's so nonchalant.
Yeah, and like she just dies.
Like, oh, she's dead now.
Blink and you miss it.
When I first saw it, I didn't notice it until like there's that next scene where Sarazawa's like looking at her profile.
It just says this.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, when did she die? Wasn't she just in the scene previously? And then I saw it again. I was like, wait, King Ghidorah ate her, and like there was nothing. Okay.
Also. Why couldn't the guy from Billy Madison come back?
Yeah, I agree with
he
that.
He didn't die. He just didn't come back.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He was like one of the best guys.
Yeah, and you know what was great about that character? He was basically supposed to be Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty because his name is actually Rick Sanchez. That's what they based him off of. Yeah, I don't know. Again, another good character. Like King of the Monster has some just awful dialogue, but like he was like the only one where you're like, okay, I like this guy. Like that other dude, the guy that does like the AT&T commercials, like that guy needed to stop talking.
Yes,
just please stop talking. But
I like Ken Watanabe too, though.
Dude,
his character was cool. I was sad that he died, but it was a heartfelt goodbye.
Yes, that scene was one of the best scenes.
Ooh. It was like, ooh, you know.
And the music is phenomenal in that scene. But the biggest mistake, it was all downhill when they killed Bryan Cranston for no reason. You were like, why?
Yes.
And then they just kept doing that. They were like, we're just going to keep doing it every movie, babe. Who do you like? Dead. He's dead. She's dead.
They probably only afford him for like half the movie. And they're like, all right, we're just going to kill you off then and call it a day.
Hey, you might not be wrong on that. Mm-hmm. That's pretty believable.
But all right, we've derailed it and probably lost some people because they hate the MonsterVerse. David, you still watching? David, David's like, I'm out of here, man. All right, let's.
Here? I can't see the chat. I can't see.
Yeah, can we see the chat from here or no?
From there, no. You gotta be like looking on your phone. But if you're using your phone as a camera, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
The fuck.
2 devices is too many.
I know, dude. I'm looking at 2 screens, a camera. I got my phone in my hand. I don't even know how I do this half the time. I'm just like, I don't know. I'll just hit buttons.
You're a responsible adult.
Indeed. Or I try to be. I fake it. Fake it for the most part.
I can't be looking at my phone and stuff too, because the next thing I know, I'll be looking at the chat and I'll be on Bye.
Like, oh shit, this is ending soon.
How many people are talking?
We got a decent chat. We got 20 people watching. What's up, everybody? Any questions? Feel free. Throw them in the chat. I'll get them on the screen. There's characters in the MonsterVerse. Yeah, you're right. All right, so let's course correct. Favorite. How did you get into Godzilla collecting? Like, how did it happen? One day. I know Adam's just gonna blame me, so I already know that.
That's not fair. I mean, that's not entirely true. I mean, sort of, but not really.
Okay, yeah, all right. Try not to blame me. Go ahead.
It's entirely. This is entirely your fault.
Yes.
It is entirely your fault.
Yeah, because you used to be into X Plus, and then I was like, "Hey, man, you ever see these?" But you really liked Hedora, so I was like, "Yo, did you ever see these Sofubi Hedora?" And you were like, "The what?" And now
No,
look,
the first
now look at that
for me
wall.
was the giant Desu Goji.
Yes, yes.
Adam can blame you all he wants, but he's responsible for me. I mean,
You're an
he's
adult
always
capable
he's
of
always
making
sending
your
me
own
links. He's
decisions.
like, "You need this, buy it." And I have zero self-control, so I'm usually like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'll guilt trip Chris. Oh, like, dude, I'll text him during the show, but like, dude, you should buy this. It's a good price.
You're doing that to me too. You're like, "Oh, dude,
And then
the alien. You can get the alien, bro." And I'm just
And
like, "It's so
and then
much
you
money."
fight the price up.
Yeah, you only live once, man.
So how
Yeah.
did it start though? Like how even before me? Like how did you first like even get into X Plus? Like what happened? What was the first toy you saw?
I started buying Monster Arts, SH Monster Arts first. I collected that, and then I started going on YouTube. I found like Leslie Chambers and a bunch of other, people we're all familiar with, and I was like, "Oh, what's X Plus?" And then I started buying a bunch of X Plus, and then I randomly found you on Facebook, and I watched one of your shows before I even had a YouTube account, and I was like, "Oh, these guys seem fun. I like a little auction going on." So and then you posted that giant Desu Goji. I'm like, I really like Sofubi. and here we are.
Yeah, dude, you have so many incredible Groman pieces too. Those Cthulhu's, Alien, King Corpse. I hate you deep down. Octeel, how did it start for you, sir? The voyage.
Well, I mean, I like to think that I was a collector when I was like 6. It's like I was born in 1979, so I was prime age through the era of He-Man and Transformers and Thundercats and remember the little muscle figures, the little pink men, and I had like 240 of them or some shit, and it's like I loved to collect them as a kid. I just loved toys, and I had toys fucking everywhere. I mean, toys were my life. That's actually how I started drawing. When I was a kid, I started drawing my toys, and I'd draw these, and made me popular in my class because I could draw Mario and nobody else could draw fucking Mario.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
At some point my mom was like, you'll never buy a house with all those toys. I mean, she was wrong, obviously, but and over the years, all those toys got thrown out. And maybe at the beginning of the pandemic, I was going through my basement. I found like the only real toys I had left from that era were my little pink muscle men. I had a whole duffel bag full. And me and a good buddy of mine, he's in the chat right now, Ian Fielder, we were talking about him one day. I was tattooing him, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna start collecting these again." So pre-pandemic, I started collecting those guys again, and then I guess Sofubi and art toys always come up in my feed just because I'm in those creative worlds. And once I started digging into this Godzilla stuff, I was like, oh, there's a really cool Ghidorah, there's a really cool Godzilla, I didn't really know that this hole was as deep as it was. And I started climbing down it, and eventually I ended up, on watching your YouTube show, your auction show one day, and I was like, man, these guys are auctioning this shit. Like, let's get on it. Let's do it. It's the best thing ever. And
thank you.
In the meantime, like prices started going up and up and up over the last few years, and your show's actually one of the best ways to get good deals. Sometimes,
we try sometimes,
and through that process, you guys have a community. I've met all these guys. I didn't even know these guys until really your show, probably, and we're all tattooers, we're all collectors, we're all in PA, oddly. And,
Yeah, oddly.
all of you are in PA, right? Every single one of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But none of you work near each other.
I think me and Slime are the closest.
Yeah, like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
That's close
Not
enough.
far
Right?
from me.
That's close
Well, I
enough.
live like 10 minutes from you.
Because that'd be hilarious if you
Workout.
guys were all like actually like legit competing against each other like blocks away.
Then we wouldn't be allowed to talk to each other.
Yeah. I'm going through your stuff now, Octeel.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, like that's how I started collecting again, and you know, it's now collecting's always worse when you have a community, right? Because you got dudes looking out for you, like, hey, grab this shit. Or, I know you love this shit, or I know you've been looking for this, you know, but it you know, it's a fun way to have friends too. Yeah, I think as an adult, you know, as a grown up, as a, you know, where do you get to meet cool people that are into the same shit you're into? You know, it's like internet, and I had the pleasure of tattooing Matt Slime. He came out here, got a tattoo from me. You know,
Nice.
super.
You want to see it?
Awesome.
Yeah. Show it off, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
With a black eye and a cigarette. Because he's always getting his ass beat, but he loves it, you know?
I mean, he really does, because like that in Godzilla vs. Gigan, he just runs right into Gigan. Gigan's like, I got these drills here, these saws, and Anger's like, all right, whatever, man. I'm just gonna go for it.
That's the only movie where he makes it to the end. The only one.
This is true.
The only one.
So, as someone that has no idea what he's looking at in terms of tattoo work, this Ghidra tattoo is insane. But when you're peeling this off, like, what is this process here? Like, what's happening?
That's a stencil. So that's basically like a transfer paper, and you just stick it on somebody's skin with some gel, and that's what you use to do your line work. See, there's the line work. You know, so as you're tattooing, you need something to work off of, and that's basically when you have a big tattoo like that. You know, it would take you 5 hours to draw that all on. So, like I draw it at home, and then I just put my stencil on them when I go to work.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the universe had this toy. Everyone had this phone, man.
Oh,
that toy phone? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so a lot of my reels, I just do kind of like a step-by-step. You see the, the stencil, and then you see the line work, then you see the shading, then you see the finished product with the color. That's kind of the I guess the direction that I work in, you know. You know, you do your line work, you do your shading, and then your color.
Chris, how'd it start for you, man? You're up.
My tale begins way back in the summer of '85. Nah, but when I was younger, like, it's probably like 86, 87. I was like 3 or 4 years old. I got my first Imperial Godzilla. I mean, that was like for most of us, that was the gateway into this, because there was really nothing else at the time. And then the Trendmasters came along.
There he is.
Then the Trendmasters came out. I had a few of those. I only had a couple of them because I didn't see them in the stores that much. But it was Godzilla. It was cool. I had that Ultraman because there was that show in the 90s. I still have him. He's up there somewhere. And then that's it. Here's the little guy. I have the big one at the shop somewhere. And the same thing. Like, I love toys. I had so many toys, and the Muscle Men were awesome. I had the color ones because there was like, instead of the flesh tone, they had like the ones that were like neon green and blue and red. I had a bunch of those. Monster in My Pocket, all that stuff. And but as far as like getting in again as an adult, I mean, it started with the NECA Godzillas. Like, I saw the NECA Godzillas, and I was like, oh, these are awesome. They're not too expensive. So I got all of those. And I've always liked Safubi. I've always been interested in it. And I just knew, I was like, oh, I can't get into this right now because, that would ruin
the rabbit hole. Yes.
Yeah. But then
I gave him that little extra push.
he did. He doesn't
Good job,
help. But actually, bought my first one. I want to say it was a Marmot Gigan. I don't have it with me. A guy around the corner from my shop actually sells stuff, and he had it on Facebook Marketplace. And so he came to the shop and brought it to me. And he's like, "Is there anything else you want?" So I was like, "Yeah, you got any Ghidorah?" So he brought like the Marmot Ghidorah that went with that, and it just went from there. And then I found Kaiju Live, and I was like, "Well,
I'm sorry.
That's all right, man. I mean,
Pusher man.
I got some cool stuff from you guys. So, yeah, just spiral out of control because I'm a child.
I think we all are here. This
Yeah.
is a safe space to be a child.
But I don't really get too into the X Plus. I kind of want to in a way, but I don't have space. I don't have space for it. I do the D for reals because that's as close as I get to X Pluses for the most part. I did order the Gigan and Godzilla 2-pack.
Oh, nice.
What they put up a couple months ago. I got that just because I love fucking Gigan, so.
I just ordered the that Ibra, the new FSL Ibra, Godzilla, the big toss or whatever. I needed that in my life. Ibra,
of course,
I got Ibra for the first time today.
Of course, I got the Mothra, the 92. Thank you, AJ, by the way.
She's beautiful, man.
It is an awesome. I got it right up on top of my TV stand and everything, and so she loves it. So
yeah, the X Plus knocks out the Mothras. The wings are always just unbelievable.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, now I just for a while, we all know I was going hard on the Gigabrain 65s. I'm starting to fizzle out of Gigabrain a bit just because I got the ones I really, really want.
Yeah, and now
these are my two favorites, and I got like one or two more at the shop that I really love that I was hunting down. But I think it's time to move on to greener pastures.
The hardest thing, in my opinion, to do in collecting, especially with guys, I mean, it goes in any of it, is the whole completionist thing. Like, my dad and I used to be that when we started with Bondi, and then Bondi just kept re-releasing everything over and over. It was like, oh, here's wave 17 of the movie monster series. I'm like, I'm done. I can't. He's got like a slightly different paint app on his knees. It's like, no, I'm good, man. I can't do this anymore. It's crazy.
You're right. It's too much. So now I kind of just want like at least one of like every monster from like the Showa era and the Heisei era. I could care less about the Millennium era, to be honest. So like, this is the only Batcher I'll ever own. I got this from Kyle from Collect All Monsters.
The Marmot Batcher is fantastic, dude.
I'll probably never buy another Batcher, maybe a Bandai one, but that's it.
The only one that might be better than that one, I mean, it's the same sculpt. It's by Marmot. They did a like translucent green glitter one or something like that.
I'll never afford that.
Insane. That one is almost a unicorn at that point. Slime, what do you got, man? How did it begin for you? The collecting journey.
I must say, quite offended, Chris, that you don't like the Millennium era.
I got a year ago, geez. That's about it.
I feel that way about Heisei. I like the design. I love the monster design, but I'm derailing. I'm sorry.
No. That's what this show's all about, baby. Just go ahead. Go for it.
But I would say like what got me into toys, as a kid, I loved Ghostbusters. Like that was the first thing ever.
My first love right there, Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Yes. The first thing I ever loved, and we had a really, really good Christmas one year, and like I got the Firehouse, and I got all the Busters, and I got the Ecto one, and a bunch of ghosts and shit, and I don't know. I have it. I have it all still over here, like I have most of it still anyway. I lost some as a kid, but my first Godzilla was also the Imperial, the big guy. I think maybe 12 or 13 inches or something. My grandfather bought it for me when I was very young. I was like 5 or 6. And I used to go stay with him on weekends sometimes, and he would take me to the movies, like the movie store, and I'd pick out a movie to rent. And he was so funny. I just remember, I could still hear it in my head, like in the movie store. And he goes, "Have you ever seen Godzilla, King of the Monsters?" And it's like, no, that sounds fucking awesome though, Grandpa. You know, and it was the American version with Raymond Burr, and
I love that. I know people always like, oh, the Japanese version is better, and I'm just like, is it though?
I do think so. Yes, I do think so.
Like it,
Get that Raymond Burr shit out of my face.
dude. Raymond Burr. I think because I've just saw that movie so many times as a kid, it just sticks in there. Like his lines, I just have them all memorized. The original Gojira is just darker. That when I first saw that for the first time, and like you got the mom and the daughter, like, we'll see your dad soon. I was like, holy shit. This is pretty messed up. Sorry to cut you off, Matt. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it plays out way more like a horror movie than the American one does.
I think that's why I like it more now as an adult. Because it's horrific, it's scary.
And then I also love 85 too. 85 I like kind of more because of Raymond Burr.
No.
Damn.
No.
I love how all of us have so many different tastes here. It's great.
No.
And that's what's great about like Godzilla in general in the fandom is there's so much out there that like something is gonna get like you're gonna connect with something, whether it's Octeel's hate for the MonsterVerse or oh, what we got? Oh, you're just capping that one off, or is that actual slime? What are you drinking?
This is the Ecto Cooler. This is the 5-year expired Ecto Cooler.
Oh, I'm sure that's good. Please don't die live on stream.
I told you I drank half a case already. I'm fine. It tastes great.
200 proof.
Okay. So speaking of Ghostbusters, because how do we all feel about Afterlife?
I didn't see it yet.
Oh,
Adam, are you kidding?
Not. I haven't had time, man. I've been busy.
So wait, 3 of you guys haven't seen it? Octeel, you didn't see it?
No.
Nope.
Chris?
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, okay.
I waited 30 years to see it. I saw it.
I mean, if y'all want to talk about it,
No, we don't. I just want to know, like, so you guys are big Ghostbusters fans? Yes, no, maybe so.
Absolutely. I
Yeah, I loved it.
Me and Slime, man.
I want more.
I know. Did they
making a sequel now? Didn't they just read that?
I think they did.
Yeah.
Which they should.
Like last week or 2 weeks ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Officially.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is Winston's time to shine.
Yes.
Because poor Ernie Hudson, man.
Rules.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it better be his time. I mean, the guy literally bought the the fire station and is like repairing everything because he's rich, while all the other guys are like, Dan Aykroyd's got a antique shop that no one goes to, I guess, or whatever he's doing.
It's his bookstore. It's Ray's Occult.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I know. I exposed myself right there. Fake fan. Let's see. I should have wrote down some questions, right? I'm just going right off the top of my head. We're just winging it here. We're doing it live.
That's the tattooer way.
No, but to finish my answer though.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad.
It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Imperial Godzilla is my first. I did the Trendmasters, yada yada. I went through that. The Ultraman that Chris was talking about. I believe it's called Towards the Future or something.
Yes.
It was very Americanized. It was very bastardized.
Well, that was they did the video game on that too. The Super Nintendo video game.
Yeah.
I love that game.
The one we got in America was the Australian show, and the one that was shot in America, we never got.
Yes.
Kind of weird.
But
that is weird.
I never learned about stylized Sofubi until I met Nev. I'm sure a couple of you guys know Nev at least.
Yes.
Nev Michael Gruesome Graphics,
Hmm?
the homie. But and he would like start posting like some toys he bought, and I was like, wow, like that's cool. Like who made that? And then he would be like, Marmot or like something, and then I felt like too stupid to inquire more about it, So I was just like, well, I don't know where he got that, but that's fucking sick, And then, yeah, I don't know. I ended up at a toy store near a house I was living at one time, and they had a whole glass shelf just full of Safubi, like tons of kaiju, all this Godzilla stuff, Ultraman stuff. Like it was like a gold mine. I felt like a little kid in a candy store, and I'm trying to remember who it was I bought. It was a Desu Goji of some sort. It was the Vampire Robots exclusive one, I think. That was like my first one, really.
Which I may or not now own.
Which now Chris owns, yes. The exact one that I had.
It was like the translucent one, right?
Yeah.
That one's awesome.
It was very cool, but it's like really dark, and it was really hard to photograph and like make like look fancy. It looked real dusty real fast all the time because you know what I mean, like so.
Yeah, that Sofubi is definitely the hardest to like photograph, especially depending on what like either the colors or if it's translucent, and then if it's got glitter in it. A glitter piece always is going to be better in person. It's like not even.
I can never photograph it. Look, it looks dull as shit in there. Like it just looks green. It sparkles like a fucking diamond.
Is that just translucent glitter? That guy?
Yeah. It's World Hobby Fest.
That's beautiful.
I think.
That's
the kind of two different. It's like blue glitter and gold glitter. But
awesome, dude.
You can't tell.
Marmots.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys all holding up the green ones too? Damn. All right.
I'm holding up a clear guy again because he looks funny.
All right, so
I'll drop you, Chris.
Dude, you know what I just discovered on the Gigabrains? That the claws rotate. I never knew that.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Nope.
Are you serious?
I never knew that the claws change, which is amazing.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. I just found that out like a week ago.
I didn't know it, and I found it out by accident one day.
Wow. Adam is so excited about
I am excited. Now I can display it.
Yes, the extra points of articulation go a long way. We got a question from the chat. Ray, basically telling me to do my job. Did we cover best tattoos they have ever done? So in your opinion, we're going to go around. Adam, what is the best tattoo you've ever done? And is it on your page? Can I even find it?
Oh, that's a good question. The best tattoo I've ever done. I don't know if I would go so far as to say it's like the best, but I'll go with one of my
most proud. Is that a better?
One of the tattoos I've done that I'm the most proud of is I got to do Deckard from Blade Runner and like a neo trad style with like abstract. Like there was a time where I was really into doing like abstract geometric shape stuff blended into my artwork. It's if I have it on there, it's like way down.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll right now.
That was just like more of like a personal favorite because like I'm a huge diehard Blade Runner fan. So when I was asked to do that, I like shit my pants with joy.
That's awesome.
So that's one I'm like really proud of that I got to do.
And how long did it take you? Like, yeah, what's the longest tattoo as well? Let's tie that into one question. Like, what's the longest you've ever worked on a single tattoo?
Like all-day sessions. Like most of the time now, I usually do like 1, maybe 2 tattoos a day. Like especially if it's an out-of-state client, I'll just book them out for the entire day and kind of take my time and get the most out of their session. But longest tattoo, probably the longest completed tattoo. I did like a full leg sleeve of like a giant kraken, like just like the client in particular, he wanted it like it was like actually like attacking and latching onto his leg.
Is this it? Did I find it?
Yes, that's it. Yep.
Hell yeah.
The
That's
power,
awesome.
the power of scrolling, baby. Got it down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Now I'm just scrolling through too much. We got freaking. Oh my God! Why can't I remember this guy's name? I'm terrible.
Alakazam,
Thank you, Alakazam.
Pokemon all day.
Oh yeah.
151. Yeah.
Yeah, 150. Hey, I don't know any of the new guys.
Dude, the first 4 gens are like very sick.
There's more than one.
You know? Good one.
Then you just did this King Ghidra here.
Yeah.
That's fresh.
That was the one and only Kaiju tattoo I've ever done.
That's it? No.
What? I thought that burning. You didn't do that burning Godzilla on somebody?
No.
You
that
just
was-
drew that? Oh shit!
Yeah.
You've only done that Ghidorah? That's it?
I've only done that King Ghidorah, bro.
It's so good. How does
And you
nobody
got
know?
this crazy dog
I didn't know
venom
else
thing
done
going on.
Holy shit like that.
So hard.
Oh, this dude? I have you on YouTube so I can see what you're posting now. Go back to that other one. So, yeah, this guy, he's one of my really good clients named Kenny. He runs a really cool dog grooming business local to our shop. I'm doing his entire head as like, because he has a lot of dogs that he helps take care of. So I'm doing all of his favorite dogs as like Marvel characters all over his head and neck and throat.
It's awesome.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
That one just. He looks so happy. He doesn't even look like Thanos. He's just like, yeah, man, I'm gonna just destroy half the world. I'm the goodest boy.
Yeah, he comes in, he puts his, ear pods in and he sits for like 5-6 hours, doesn't make a peep. And I wish I had 10 more clients like him.
Yeah. Terminators.
Yeah.
That's what we call
Terminators.
T1000.
Octeel, you're up, man. Best tattoo or most proud tattoo that you've ever worked on?
I always think my best tattoo is the last one that I did. I mean, that's probably not true, but like, in your head, you're always like, oh yeah, that was the best one. I think that was the last one.
So then this guy?
Well, yeah, because I just did it yesterday. So it's probably the best. It was present, But I did a Burning Godzilla. I did a Dezukoji not too long ago, and there's a reel of it, and it probably has like the most views of not that one, like the full body one.
Okay,
and
I'll keep strolling.
No, it's up higher probably, but it has the most views of anything I've ever done, and so I'm pretty proud of it. I'm proud whenever I can design something as an artist, and then I can make it come out in the skin just how I designed it, on my iPad or paper, because that's a huge accomplishment. It's like, it's one thing to be able to draw something, it's another thing to be able to tattoo something, but to be able to have the skill set to like port it identically from your concept to paper or iPad and then into the skin. I mean, it's just taken years and years and years to be able to. It looks simple, but it's just not, And so anytime I can do that, I feel accomplished.
And what's the longest session you've ever had?
I think the longest I've probably ever worked on someone was close to 7 hours in one sitting.
Damn.
I can't tattoo much longer than that. I mean, it's like, think about like driving at night in the rain on a highway, white knuckling it. It's like, that's what tattooing is like for hours at a time every day. That's what you feel like when you're done. I mean, you're just completely exhausted. So probably the most I have in one tattoo is like 42 hours in a back piece. And that's on a good friend of mine. He's also a tattooer. We did it over a year and a half, and I think our first sitting was like maybe 5 hours, and then after that it was like 2, 3, or 4 hour sessions. However long somebody can sit, however much time you got. and you bang it out.
I'm just like amazed because I've always like when I was younger I could like trace and like I can draw if I saw it I can draw it, but I can never just draw from. My dad can do that. I'm the less talented. I didn't get that from him. So like I just looking at your guys' work is just, you guys are, all of you are just freaking incredible. And I love how like all your styles are just so like unique, or, and you can almost like when you go start at the bottom and start scrolling up, you can see like how it's developing more and more.
Over the years, yeah.
Look at this. Amazing. Oh, this is the one that's on you, right, Slime? This
Yeah,
guy? There he is.
Yeah.
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 Ooh.
Chris, you're up, man. Proudest or best tattoo? And time, let's see if I can find it.
My proudest tattoo, and I'm not just saying this, is the Mothra I put on my girl. When I finish that,
You sure you're not just saying that? No, just kidding.
I'm positive. People ask me all the time, "What's your favorite?" Even when she's not in the room, "What's your favorite tattoo you've ever done?" And I'm just like, "Oh, I did this Mothra once, and it was, awesome. I just love the way it turned out, and it healed like really well." So it's my answer. I'm sticking to it. I've gotten to do.
I love this, by the way. This is amazing. That's on
a friend of mine. I drew it up just because Gritty's scary as hell. He's like a nightmare come to life.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
So I just crossed him with Freddy Krueger, and she's like, "Oh, I want that. Save that for me." I'm like, "All right, we'll come get it." 2.5 years later, we finally did it.
Don't you
that's
love
one I'm proud of.
I've never seen this. This is the best mask I've ever seen.
Oh, that's my favorite mask.
Oh my god! Can you still get that? I need to buy one. I don't even care.
Probably. I got on.
Oh, here we go. I found it. Here's the Mothra tattoo.
Yep. And I don't do many real big tattoos. So I guess the longest, like up towards the top of my page, I did a battle royale, which is the eagle, the snake, and the dragon.
That looked awesome.
I beat the crap out of that kid's shin for like 5 hours with that.
Ooh.
So
that is a fun spot.
Yeah. I thought he wanted it on the back of his leg. When he messaged me, he said he wanted it on his calf, and I was like, okay. So I drew it up, and then he comes in. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna put it right here." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Honestly, I'd rather have my shin tattooed than the back of my calf any fucking day.
Yeah, I got the Cobra logo from G.I. Joe on the back of mine. That's
Joker here. I'm sorry, I'm just browsing. Hey, guy again. There we go.
Yeah. It's on a very good customer of mine. I drew that like a couple years ago, and he picked it out, and he's like, "I want this." I was like, "Okay, do you know what it is?" He's like, "Not really." I'm like, "Whatever."
So did you like, was someone like, "I want a moth," and you were like, "I'm just making Batra." Like, I'm giving him Batra colors. This person's not going to know.
It might have been. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wasn't thinking at the time, but now that you mention it,
this is awesome too. Oh, you got the collection in the back. I see it. Is your entire office like?
My station's Monster Island, man. Like I got the shelves on one side, shelf on the other side. They're all over my old printer that I used to use. Foot soldier on a foot. That was one of my favorite stuff.
This isn't a tattoo, but it's still hilarious.
Oh, hell yeah.
We'll segue that right into Slime Time. You're up, man.
Okay.
Favorite, in your opinion, your best or most proud of tattoo?
Okay.
Let's get.
I have like a couple probably. So I did the Philly convention a couple months ago, and it was like probably the best convention I've done ever since I started tattooing, as far as people picking stuff off the table, And I got to do one of like, it was like a totem pole, but it was like a head like barfing out its the meat, and then it's barfing out the skull, and then it's barfing out the brain.
That was dope.
It's like
this one?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Dude, oh man, I had so much fun with that. That's good. And yeah, okay, that Megalon, I did that. That's on another tattooer actually too, Jim Nagel, a Nagel Tattoo. If anybody hasn't heard of him, definitely check him out. He's great. He did an Ultraman tattoo on me actually. I can't. It's too low there. But I would say like my favorite kaiju tattoo I've done probably besides that Megalon. I'm really proud of that Megalon. But my friend Gabe, who's getting that sleeve, the Shawa sleeve, we did a Ghidorah on his shoulder. Like it's like real big at the top of his shoulder. And I kind of flattened it, stylized a little bit, but I'm really, really proud of that one, for sure.
This is rad. What's this?
Okay, I make toys. And I make little comics that come with them. That is my dinosaur kaiju that I've named Magmog because he's born from a volcano. Yeah.
You got any more of those, my friend?
Not at the moment, but I can make more.
All right, well, you let me know when the next
I do.
batch.
It's very DIY, very basement oriented business, but legit. I don't make shit that sucks, you know.
I didn't know you made comics with those too, man. That's all. Awesome.
Yeah, dude, the mini comics that go. That's awesome, dude.
It's a labor of love for sure. It's a lot of work, you know, but it was kind of fun figuring out like with the printer, like, okay, like which way do I put it in to make it print on this side in this direction, and like which page goes on the other side of whatever page you know, it was a lot of work.
Is this a take on the storyboard with the tail? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's freaking cool, man.
Do me a favor, make sure to that, please, because I want one.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll see. You want only because you want it.
I was pissed when you posted that because I'm like, man, I want to draw my own version of a storyboard, and then I saw you post that. I'm like, well, fuck it, there goes that idea.
I gotta unravel this one. So we have a Sega, Robotnik, Mechagodzilla
with slime blower arms. That is what I've dubbed the sentient electronic global annihilator, the Sega, if you will.
That's
I
incredible.
did not make that name up. I stole that from the Angry Video Game Nerd. He dropped that bomb in one of his videos like forever ago, but nobody ever seemed to acknowledge it. So I was like, okay, I need to bring that into the light, you know? The sentient electronic global annihilator. What's cooler than that, you know? That name.
Is a bunch of people falling to hell? Is that
yeah.
The stove?
Thank you.
Get wrecked. All right.
Yeah.
This is just now we're going into Sonic cartoons, and this is like so many different things as one thing, and my mind is being like, I can't process it. So
that's probably
Godzilla Slimer.
Yeah, it's Godzilla Slimer eating the hot dog train, so it's the train biter, you know. And then Tails is the helicopter fighting him, you know. That's probably my favorite, like, stupid thing I've drawn in the last, like, 10 years, probably.
So, is that why you drink that slime? Is this what this is what you can produce after drinking that 5-year-old stuff? You're just like, here we go, baby. This is it.
You tell me, you know?
Yeah. Show Rodan.
Yeah, that's on an elbow. Swellbow.
Oh, here's more of your this guy.
Yes, the Magmog.
Do you paint them too?
I do, yes, by hand.
Awesome, man.
I sculpt them and cast them by hand as well. It takes a very long time.
So they're what, little resin guys?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. I have like this thing called a pressure pot. It's like really dangerous. It's like a bomb kind of. You hook it up to an air compressor and it like pushes air in. You get like good sculpts from it. It's sick. Or you get good casts from it, rather, is what I mean.
It takes all like the bubbles out of the air bubbles out of it. Yeah.
Yes. You have to sculpt very primitive for it to work, unless you know how to make fancy molds, which I don't know how to do that. I just do cavity pores, cavity molds. But there's the Ghidorah, the Ghidorah.
I'm just scrolling through right now. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Dude, what is this?
That's okay. So that is, I made that for a T-shirt, and I put it in my flash book as a joke. I was like, haha, nobody will get this, And this random dude just walked in, and he was like, "Sup, I want to pick something from your book." And I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "I want that." And I was like, "Really?" And he's like,
You're like, "Are you
He's
sure?"
like, yeah. And I was like, "Okay, fucking sit down, dude." But yeah, Godzilla with like a bunch of like classic, like American traditional tattoos or whatever.
Oh,
boom!
Got a T-shirt of it? Hell yeah, that's awesome.
I have a couple of those somewhere still. They're somewhere. I gotta find them.
As somebody, several of the toys he's made, he does just fine. I got the whole Slimer collection.
Yeah, Chris gave me the total support package, dude. He bought all of my things. It was very sweet of you. Thank you.
Make the rest of us feel like shit.
Should.
Adam, I remember you sculpted a Hedorah once.
I did.
Do you still have that?
I have it. A little baby Hedorah.
Yeah.
Oh God, and he's gone. He's rest in peace, baby Hedorah.
I got it, little baby Hedorah.
Put it in the center. Hold on. Yeah. That's real good.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything with it because I have no time. Time.
Sculpting takes a lot of patience too. It's it's very consuming. It makes you time travel. It's like, whoa, it's been 3 hours.
Yeah, I started this randomly at like 2:00 in the morning because I couldn't sleep one night.
Yeah.
It's like 3:00 in the morning, and I'm like pounding my Sculpey on my table, and I woke my neighbor up downstairs, and he was like hitting my fucking ceiling.
Hey, I mean, you gotta tenderize it,
That's right. You gotta get them air bubbles out. Otherwise, when you go to bake it,
you gotta teach it who's boss.
So, who here's going to G-Fest? Chris?
Maybe. Yeah, I got my tickets in the
Slime?
I'm planning on it right now.
Octeel, no, shaking his head. No, not feeling it.
I have other trips planned, so I'm not going.
Nice. Where you going?
San Francisco.
Ooh. Going to San Diego Comic-Con? Wait.
No,
that's San Francisco. I'm saying. What am I saying?
I'm going to San Francisco to tattoo at Ed Hardy's shop, Tattoo City, with Doug Hardy.
Holy crap, dude! Congrats, man!
And it's gonna be like a mini Kaiju tattoo Wonderland Fest, San Francisco. So,
sick, man! I can't wait to see videos of that. Adam, what's your excuse? You got something lined up like that? Because I don't know.
So on a family trip with like my wife's family, and I'm gonna be in Chicago the following week, apparently. So
come on, man, we gotta. She can't bump it up a week.
I'll try.
Come on, I mean, you're gonna show up the week after? That's almost seems like she's doing that on purpose, man. She's like, yeah, he really wants to go, so we'll go the week after. You know what I'm saying? So Octeel, man, how did how's that happening? Like, has that been something in the works for a while, or
No, I mean everybody here knows Doug, right? You guys all know Doug, right?
Yep.
And I've been following Doug for a while, but I've really just been following his toy accounts, his painting accounts. You know, Kaiju, Sommelier, and all that stuff. And he was following me, and one day he was like, "Hey, really like your Kaiju tattoos. You ever want to come out?" And I was like, "Yeah, who are you?" he was like, "Oh, well, I tattoo," and I was like, "Oh, really?" So yeah, send me your page, and it was like, "Oh man, it's Doug Hardy," you know.
That's awesome, man.
And so we just started talking, and he was like, "Yeah, if you ever want to come out, I love your Kaiju stuff. You ever want to come out, you know?" And I was like, "Well, you know, I really want to buy a airbrush. I'm really interested in getting, you know, painting some Sofubi and painting toys myself, you know." And he's like, he's just a wealth of knowledge. He knows all kinds of stuff about that, you know. And we just kind of formed a little friendship, and just like, you know, this group here, formed friends with these guys real quick. And you know, I talked to him after Christmas and stuff, and I was like, you know, are you serious about me coming out? And he was like, yep. And I was like, all right, let's make it happen. So
Nice.
the ball is rolling. I'm already booked up for my trip. You know, I'm making some special stickers, some special, you know, packs of stuff to go out there. And you know, there's I've been tattooing a lot of people that have been traveling to Pittsburgh lately, traveling from other places like LA, and you know, so now I have a bunch of clients out there, and they're willing to travel to San Francisco, and just gonna make it a party, you know.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, dude.
So it's like I have a whole week of nothing but Kaiju tattoos out there, like every single tattoo, you know. So be killer.
I'd say I wish there would be a tattoo alley at G Fest, but we can't even get an artist alley at G Fest apparently. So, yikes!
Yo, they're listening.
Yeah, Kaiju Live has been canceled.
Banned from G Fest for life.
But I'm excited for G Fest, like just because Kaiju Live like happened right before the pandemic, and then has grown so much since that. Just a chance to like see everybody in person. It's gonna be. I can't wait to take like the next photo, because like we took a big like group photo last time we were there, so it's gonna be cool to see like how much bigger it's gotten in just 3 years, 4 years. I don't even know anymore. 2019, was that the last G Fest? I think so. Yeah. Can't even remember anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been 15 years and it's been 3. It's just
I've
pandemic
actually
time.
never been before.
Oh, this could be your first one?
Yes.
Yeah, me neither. I've never been to it, so
This will be my third.
Nice.
It's gonna be weird, man. I'm very curious to see how it shakes out, because the no artist alley thing, I'm like even trying to picture what the convention will look like, and it's just like, how do you do it without an artist alley? I don't think I've ever even been to a convention that doesn't have an artist alley.
Yeah,
I think they're in the dealer room now. Like,
I doubt that, man. If they're in the dealer room, that means there's like 3 people, because
I tried to, started the process of getting a table just to see if I could do it, you know? And they make you fill out all this tax stuff, and I was like, I don't really want to do that, you know? But
you're like, whoa, it's too official. I'm out of here.
But,
we're a tattooer.
but you also, if you want to sell prints or anything with likenesses of Toho Kaiju, you have to get like a dealer's license from Toho.
Yeah,
But it's like impossible to do that. It's impossible to do that.
Yes, it is.
So they just pushed all the artists out, you know? But that, like, they're supposedly going to be in the same room.
Yeah, that's a
But
bold strategy, Cotton.
Artists.
Let's see if it pays off for him. I don't know.
Artists because nobody has.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna
Toho shit.
You're gonna go to a Godzilla convention without Godzilla art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, bold strategy, Cotton. Let's like.
Cotton needs new shorts.
But yeah, I'm mostly like, I'm mostly just going just to hang out with everybody. Oh, everyone always asks like, "Are we gonna?" Oh, Dad's in the chat. What's up, Dad?
What's up, Frank?
Good old Frank.
Big Frank.
Yo.
Frank.
But you know, everyone always asks like, "Oh, are you guys gonna get a table at G Fest?" And it's just like, we do the show, you know, twice, you know, on Sundays. We kind of have like our own G Fest every other Sunday kind of here. It's like I just want to hang out with everybody. Grab some beers, eat freaking pizza that weighs 12 pounds, and have a good time. You guys ever had Chicago deep dish pizza?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like a calzone, basically. That's the best way. Giant ass calzone, but they call it pizza. It's great.
It comes with a side of naps.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. But I'm really excited this year because now it's in the Hyatt, which is going to be a huge step up from the last hotel. Because last time the AC unit shut down in the dealer's room. So you can only imagine the beautiful smells and
That does not bode well for
like think of like a video game tournament, but there's no AC. I mean, it's just
we were at a toy show like that last summer. ZoloCon. It stunk so bad.
Yeah. That's what it was like, man. Like we
were like, oh.
Dad and I couldn't even like last an hour. Like we got in, like walked around, like let's get back to the room where the AC is. This is insane.
Oh God, that's gross.
Yeah, so the Hyatt, I'm hoping we got AC the whole weekend. That'd be great.
Yes.
And I'm still trying to set up this food truck thing, but I don't think it's gonna happen now, which sucks because I thought it would be really cool. But whatever.
food truck.
Yeah, my buddy is him and his wife. She's a baker and he's a chef, and it looks like they're about to open up their own restaurant finally. So I'm sure that's gonna take priority. So shout out to Brian, hell yeah, and. But yeah, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, no, put your restaurant to the side. Come do this food truck for this Godzilla convention. No big, easy. So let's see. I think I'm out of questions. Holy crap! It's almost 11 o'clock. We've been doing this for 2 hours already.
Really? Is it like 11 o'clock?
Right? Yeah, it's 10:50. Damn.
Jesus.
All right,
I got 4 hours of sleep last night.
4 hours. Nice.
That's about what I get every night.
Oh,
I do not sleep a lot.
you're maniacal, dude.
I am.
Maniacal laugh.
I'm a
Maniacal
night
laugh.
I need at least
Don't get my 8 hours. I'm no good to anybody.
If I get like 4, that's about average for me.
Wow.
I used to be like that, and then I had a kid, and now I need more than 4 hours because just.
That's why I take naps on my stuff.
Here we go. This is an easy question. Easy. What is your favorite Godzilla movie?
Oh.
Or maybe it's not an easy question.
Oh, it is for me.
All right, go ahead. Take it away. Adam's got to think about it.
My favorite, and I know a lot of people don't really like it that much, is Godzilla vs. Gigan. So much that I fucking bought.
Oh, is that
yeah.
the German poster?
Wow.
I'm pretty sure
That
it's
rules.
I don't know. Oh, I saw it at the flea market. And I was like,
Dude, that's
I want it.
awesome. I always forget they used to call the movie Godzilla on Monster Island.
Yeah, that's how I remember it. It used to always be on TV in like the friggin' late 80s. And that's the first one I ever saw. And then it just went from there. My grandma bought a VHS copy of King Kong versus Godzilla and gave it to me. And then I got a copy of this, and I just want, they would play a couple movies, like I want to say like every Sunday or every
That
maybe like
poster's
one
sick,
Sunday, like
dude.
every few months. But they were little kids, like might as well be every week.
So
That is tremendous, yeah,
awesome.
dude. That's congrats on that pickup, man. That's sick.
Thank you. I
There's no way you were
I
in the
forgot to think about it when the beginning of the show. But yeah, that's my favorite. I love Corn Hippie. He's my favorite human character out of every movie.
He is, man. Oh,
There needs to be a
I
toy
think
of him.
I think Adam's gone. We've lost Adam.
I'm grabbing something real quick.
It better be Corn Hippie.
So if I have to pick a favorite,
Oh, 84. Hell yeah.
go with that.
But without Raymond Burr?
Yeah. No, not with Raymond Burr. Fuck out of here.
What about all the Godzilla, the Dr. Pepper product placement? Come on.
So why Godzilla vs. Gigan, Chris? What is it about it?
You know what? It's always stuck out to me as it was the first one I saw. Dude, it's bloody. Like, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's got a shitty story, but like, I like the human character.
Poor
too.
guy.
But yeah, it doesn't matter exactly.
Yeah, Mama Gone? Like, hell yeah. Why, we need that as a Sofubi. We need Mama Gone.
Another thing I liked a lot was the main character. He's a comic book artist, like, so that kind of always was cool. But yeah, I mean, first time Godzilla bleeds. I found that out later on because I thought he bleeds in all of them. But
Oh no, yeah, Gigan. Fucked him up.
Gigan's he's a maniac.
Dad has a good question. Who is your favorite Kaiju live host?
I saw that.
It's a 50-50.
I consider you both the same host, so
Yeah.
That's fair. One, it's just like looking into the future or the past at the same time. So Adam, why 84, man?
I think it's the one I've watched the most. I enjoy it so much. I love the simplicity of the story. I love that Godzilla is just evil and pissed off, and he doesn't give a fuck about anybody. Just lays waste to everything. Really.
Did a car just drive by? What just happened?
Sorry, that was our.
Okay, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, I warned everybody on Messenger that there may be sounds of the hood. Sorry.
No problem. I just got really confused there for a second. I was like, wait. It literally sounded like it was like in your room.
Oh, everything sounds like that in this fucking house, man.
Damn.
Octeel.
Oh wait.
The Godzilla movie I've always wanted to see. And I have yet to watch one that tops it. Shin Godzilla comes close, though, for me.
So why do you hate Raymond Burr? That's the real question.
Yeah, did Perry Mason sue you at some point?
I don't need Raymond Burr. Get Raymond Burr out of my movie.
That's a shame. That's a very shame.
That's just.
You already know Octeel's is Godzilla vs. Kong, right?
That's garbage.
Oh God, right in the heart, right in my heart. All right, what do you got?
They can bury you with it. Like, it's not mine. Godzilla vs. Destroyer is probably my favorite. Number one, because it's the epitome of Godzilla design, as far as I'm concerned. Like, that suit for me is like, it's amazing. It's
Best suit
got everything. There's action from the time it starts till the time it ends. Kind of like a weird horror flick at certain points, which is kind of a weird thing. It's Godzilla dying, but then the continuance legacy of, Junior or whatever. There's just a lot of great. I wouldn't say it crushes everything else, but I think there's just so many good moments in it. And, for me, I just love that design the most. So it's where my heart goes.
I feel that.
Yeah, man. The Burning Godzilla design is
the best Godzilla design.
Yeah, Pretty much, yeah. That's the best thing about the Hessa series, in my opinion, is like the continuity of it.
And
like
I love
leading
that
up to
about
it.
that.
Yeah.
Every one of those films kind of continues and kind of pulls into that space. Yeah, you know.
Slime. What's your favorite movie, man?
I would say it's a tie between Godzilla vs. Hedorah and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. I can't really pick. I'm sorry. They're both.
How dare you? Get off the show.
How dare you?
You know, Hedorah is basically like a trippy horror movie, kind of. You know, he's turning people to bones, and they drowns people in filth in a nightclub where people are tripping on acid. You know, that's awesome. That's so cool.
It really is.
And the kaiju action is great in that, and there's so much of it too. There's so much of it, you know. And I'm also a big fan of like different forms, you know, like monsters that like evolve. So Hedorah, you know, changing shapes and stuff like that is really cool. And he makes like weird frog noises, which is really cool. But Mechagodzilla is like the perfect sci-fi movie. It's got like all the tropes of every Godzilla movie, but it's so it's very like eccentric almost, you know. I don't know. The characters just really stick out to me, and the story is great. And again, the action is like it's top notch. Whereas there isn't as much, you know. They kind of tease you a little bit, and then tease you a little bit, and then at the end they give you the big kaboom, you know. Also, the King Caesar song being like 3 minutes long, insane, absolutely insane. But it's so awesome. It's so good, you know.
I'm happy to say I was able to see that live where they did the orchestra again, and they had a basically like an opera singer come on and sing that song live, and it was just insane. I was like, I think this is actually better than what's in the movie. It was just awesome.
That's awesome. I didn't even know they'd do that.
Ironically, the two G-Fests I went to were the two ones that they had like this live orchestra show concert. And they were just phenomenal. Unfortunately, I don't think that's ever going to happen again after what happened the last time. There was a whole controversy around it. I'm not entirely sure what the issue was or what happened, but it's a shame because I don't know, something about Godzilla music live, I can't even really describe it. It's just like, this is freaking awesome. I wonder what, I'm trying to think of my favorite Godzilla movie, because I honestly, like, I know Octeel will hate me, but I really do feel like it's Godzilla vs. Kong at the moment.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like, let's just pretend like MonsterVerse doesn't exist for a minute and like just pick a film, you know?
Yeah.
Damn. All right, if it's like that, then it's definitely Mothra vs. Godzilla.
Very good.
Yeah, no, that's 64 is my favorite Godzilla design of all time. That's the one I drew the most as a kid. Obsessed about, like, I was like, Godzilla has to have big eyebrows. That's probably my biggest knock on Legendary is one, I hate how he's one color. That I don't get it. Like, why is he just one? Even his nails are the same color. It's like nonsense. It's like, could you give him some palette of anything? But he doesn't have the big eyebrows, man. My Godzilla needs to have those eyebrows.
Yes, definitely. Yo, honestly, I divide my favorites into like suits with and without ears too. Like, I love the ears on the Godzilla, you know? Like, my favorite suits with ears are 54, 55, and 2000. Actually. Dude, I love it. I love it so much. It's so cute. It's so cute, dude. It's like a little kitty cat. He looks like a cat. Godzilla is a cat lizard, dude. He is.
Especially Final Wars. Final Wars is straight up cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Final Wars is like, meow.
Yeah.
Coming for you. I'm gonna wreck you all.
It's
Meow.
definitely in 74. But yeah.
I'd say there's not really many designs I like really hate other than probably like Godzilla Earth. I don't know. I think I don't know. I think I'd probably like that design a little bit more if that anime wasn't garbage and
It's bad.
unwatchable.
It's so bad.
Trash.
But actually,
So
that
bad.
brings since we're talking about anime real quick. I heard
Don't
there was
do
some. Yeah, what's up? So you don't like Godzilla vs Kong, and now I've also heard you don't like Godzilla Singular Point. What's going on, man? You just don't like
It's
the new stuff.
horrible.
Singular Point's hard.
It's horrible. That's not good. That's just not good.
I liked
It's
all the
not
stuff
that good.
on end credits. Every episode, that was cool. All that show a throwback art.
Yep.
Look, I really want to like. Don't I like Godzilla? Fuck yeah, I do.
I'm
Do I
questioning
want
it.
to support it? Yes, I do. Do I want to watch everything that has something to do with it? Probably. But if it's just not good, it's not good.
Oh.
Okay.
Look, I think it's, I think it's, for me, it's not good because, like, people are like, oh, well, it's a little heavy on the dialogue, or the dialogue
little heavy?
like,
A little heavy?
Fine.
No, yeah, it's a lot of heavy.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's a honestly, for me, that's enough of a takeaway that, like, yeah, I am not interested in that shit whatsoever. Like, I don't need an explanation. At this point, do I need an explanation? Probably not. Not really. I like, creatively, I love what they did with it. Like, they really took it outside of its own thing that it was, and kind of recreated the monsters, gave them all new looks. I think probably the best part of the series is Jet Jaguar.
Yes.
Like, because
Yeah.
previous to that, I don't care about Jet Jaguar at all. Like, he was actually like the most interesting comedic relief, like, fascinating. It was just fun to watch all the parts of Jet Jaguar. But, like, honestly, like, I want to see Godzilla every episode. I want to see Godzilla front and center every episode. I want to see 75% of the episode be about Godzilla. Like, I don't care about these people talking about this shit. Like, I want to see Kaiju.
You don't like
to me,
that?
that's like,
With your Godzilla?
it's like, I approach this like I was 6 years old. If I was 6 years old watching this shit, would I put up with that dialogue after one episode? Probably not.
No,
like,
yeah. Oh yeah, no, that show's definitely not made for 6-year-olds.
right.
And if there's a 6-year-old that can understand it, I mean, hell yeah.
That's my only qualms. Honestly, that's my only qualms with it. But I think in the grand scheme of things, if I am lumping it in with all of the Godzilla universe and all of the Godzilla movies and all the Godzilla everything, like, to me, it falls short. You might as well put it at the bottom next to Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah, I don't even know how to combat that, because, like, I'm on the totally opposite end, where I think Singular Point is the best thing Toho has put out since Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Well, that's no, because GMK still exists. I always forget that.
Yeah,
GMK
but you don't like
exists outside.
Final Wars. Is that true? You don't like Final Wars? You're not into Final Wars?
No.
Final War sucks.
Who likes Final Wars? There are people that like Final Wars. So hold on, you like Final Wars, but you don't like Godzilla vs. Kong? How?
Final Wars is amazing. Everything about Final Wars is amazing.
Really bad.
Final Wars has action the entire time. It is
I can't even
amazing.
watch it.
It has John Fry.
I mean, it
I
does
know,
have Don
and
Fry, who's
he's
going to be at
amazing.
G-Fest, by the way, which is awesome.
Amazing.
I'm
He is amazing.
Don Fry's great.
Yo,
But
He's
that
like
movie,
a bootleg Arnold Schwarzenegger.
but that movie is
put him in there.
just atrocious.
Don Fry's best line in the whole movie is that part when he's like, "Yes," you know what I'm talking about? It's got like the longest,
Yeah.
Dramatic
it's just
pause.
the longest run-on sentence of all time. It's just like, "Yes."
Like,
that's the best line in the whole movie.
I like when he's
Sure.
sitting in that throne and there's like that whole like montage intro and they're like, photographing everything and it's like, "This is Final War." It's like, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I wonder, like in that scene, if he completely was like blackout drunk and had no idea what his line was, and was just like, "Yes," and they were like, "You know what? Keep it. It's great. That's a wrap. Wrap it up."
I mean, that guy's like a wrestler. He's probably got a couple of, you know.
He used to be. He was like before the UFC was the UFC. He was.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you don't want to step in the ring with that, man. I mean, at G Fest, I'm gonna probably keep my distance. Be like, I'll probably say something stupid. You gotta knock me the fuck out.
Well, yeah,
Be like, how does it feel to be in the worst Godzilla movie ever made, Don? Oh God!
there's two things about the Earth you don't know about. One of them's him. And Godzilla.
I can't believe we're having a conversation where Final Wars is better than Singular Point.
It's
Final
not,
Wars is
but
pure just from the amount of think about the amount of kaiju that are even in that movie. It's
For
amazing.
3 seconds. For 3
It doesn't
seconds.
matter. Even Zilla gets trashed. I mean, it's worth a notch on the belt just for Zilla getting trashed.
My
Yes.
biggest.
I'll agree.
100%.
And
I agree.
what I love about Zilla is like they made him more like the cartoon where he stands up more, and you're like, oh, he looks more like Godzilla that way. They should have did that. Those bastards. But my biggest issue with Final Wars is just how terrible almost all of the suits are, except for like Godzilla and Monster X.
No, they're awesome. Are you kidding me? That Angulus is sick. So sick. And he does the Sonic spin. Ah, come on, dude. Come on, dude. It's so... Rodan crashes on that building, and he's like...
Oh, in New York, where apparently all we have is pimps and hoes on the streets. Yeah. Like it's just that's the best scene of all time. It's like, where's my money, bitch? Like, what the? This doesn't happen anymore, man. It's 2004.
Dude, that is so much better than the CGI of the buildings at the end of Godzilla versus Kong. It's like every single building he throws them into is like the same neon effect. Like, poof. You know, it's like that's like 1982 CGI. Come on,
Dude. King Caesar is the worst costume I've ever seen in that movie.
That's not a good King Caesar.
That's my issue with that movie. Is like half the costumes from the 70s look better than their new costumes. It's like, King Caesar looks atrocious. The Hedorah is like you might not as even be there with his big finger.
That's because he looked like a Power Ranger villain as King Caesar.
All of them did, dude. The main Exilian is a Power Ranger villain. He's just like,
yeah, he totally is.
Oh my god,
You can't trash those designs and then tell me the MonsterVerse is full of good shit.
I will put up the Rodan MonsterVerse design versus anything in Final Wars. Easy. I'm not even going with King Ghidorah because that's just too easy. I'll give you Rodan trashes every design in that movie. Let's take a vote. Adam, what do you got? Rodan or any Final Wars design?
Final Wars does not exist, in my opinion.
Thank you. Next, Chris.
Out of this one, brother.
Chris is stepping out. He doesn't want. No, he's out. Okay. Slime, MonsterVerse, Rodan versus any of the design in Final Wars.
Oh.
Just design.
Nah. No way. No way. I love that. I love Final War. Final Goji, that's a good suit, dude. And
I won't disagree with that.
He's got character.
I won't disagree with that either.
He has character.
I disagree as character because the only characterization he has is he walks and anything that walks in front of him dies. That's it.
It's awesome. Yeah. Great.
Did you guys ever hear the like what that storyline was supposed to be? And like kind of why he's like so powerful. They don't really explain it in the movie, but like why he's insane and just wrecks everybody. So Final War, it was actually supposed to be a continuation from Destroyer, and that was supposed to be like the Godzilla Jr., like because he absorbed all Godzilla's radiation and he was just insane, like power level wise. You know, it's over 9,000. So that because that's what that movie is. It's just literally like he's Super Saiyan and everyone else is just getting annihilated. I remember like seeing Kamacuras. I was like, yeah, Kamacuras. He's gone. Okay, he's dead. All right. Hadora, Ibra. And then they play soccer with Anguirus, and I was like, and I fucking hate this movie. And we're
That does happen. That's a thing.
yes, that's a thing. They play fucking soccer.
It's like the Super Mario Brothers movie of Godzilla movies. You know?
It really is.
Except there's no Mojo Nixon, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's like in Godzilla King of the Monsters, where Ghidorah drops Godzilla from space and nothing happens. And I'm just like, bro, like the world should explode. What the fuck is going on? Like the humans can't even be bothered to be knocked down. They're like, nah, don't worry about it. He's fine.
Like, whoa.
That's fine.
Some of the stuff in Godzilla movies are just incredibly insane. And that's why we love them. But not Final Wars, not over here. No.
No.
I mean, you cannot tell me that when Godzilla was fighting Kong on that battleship, that shit would be floating. Like, come on.
Oh, hell no. But I still loved every second of it.
No, it's horrible.
How is that fight scene horrible? Dude, come on.
You would
There's
only
no
call
way
that
a boat
horrible
can
if it
go
was in
back.
Final Wars.
No, because if it was Final Wars, they'd be playing badminton or something on the ship.
Final Wars is better.
They'd be like,
So
oh,
much better.
they'd have a battleship in between them as the net. They'd be like, yeah, they're playing volleyball on them. Final Wars better than Godzilla. I love this, man. These are the hot takes we need. This is great.
These are spicy takes.
Spicy.
Spicy.
So what's another movie I really like that you guys probably all hate? Let's see. So anything with Raymond Burr sucks. Mothra vs. Godzilla, I think we're all in agreement, is a fantastic movie.
I watched it today for fun.
Funsies, just funsies.
While I was vacuuming and cleaning my apartment.
Monster Zero. Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. That's probably like
Yeah.
Yes.
You rats. Actually, I should have the clip of that here somewhere. Where are you? There.
I love that they vaporize his beloved, and he's just like, "You rats! What'd you do to her?" And then he just leaves.
Yeah, he's just like, I guess she's dead.
Fine.
Whatever.
There's 5 more just like her up there.
Yeah.
I think the only series I really just don't care for is the Millennium. Outside of like GMK, that's really the only one where like I never go back to it and like, oh yeah. Whereas like all the other ones I have watched so many times.
I watch Godzilla 2000 like all the time. I love that. I love it. I don't know. Orga is stupid.
It's a Alien Rancor.
When it opens its mouth like super duper big, like that's sick, you know.
And then Godzilla pulls an Anguirus, and he's like, I guess I'll just run into it.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess just take a dive, see what happens. Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, Orga's stupid, and he's like a rock the entire movie. But I love the suit, and again, I love that Godzilla has personality.
I love the opening of that.
I love that he's scaled down.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like
they brought him back to the
he's big
55.
But he's not. He's like one of the smallest, like one of the smallest Godzillas, like, you know, on the scale. And I don't know why I like that, but I just do. It's cool.
It works for the context of the film for sure.
He's more personable, you know, like you get to know him a little bit, you know.
I think
I
told
still
my.
wish they used the maquette design.
I don't want to talk about Godzilla 2000. I think I've made that known.
Spot for AJ.
It's just, man. I was a kid and we saw that movie theater and everyone was laughing at it, and it was just a terrible movie experience. I was like, so this movie must suck because everyone else seems to think this sucks. But yeah, and then the maquette always bothered me because they used that promo suit and then we got alligator head, and I was like, but what happened to the Super 62 suit that they were making? And then it never happened.
Yeah.
One day we'll get that suit in a movie, man. I hope one day it happens. because it's just too good.
Yeah, I agree.
We won't, but it's
No,
okay.
yeah, I know. I'm sure the next movie they're probably going to use it again. They're like, here it is, promo material. You're never going to see it though.
And then they're gonna try and sell you toys of it.
Oh, I mean, and I'm the sucker. I'll still buy them all because I just love that design, man. Yeah, they even used that design for Final Wars. That's the Final Wars poster too. And you're like, can you just please put this in the movie already? Just anytime. All right, let's wrap it up. One more question for the square table, or we don't have enough for an octagon or a hexagon. I don't know. I'm too tired. Favorite monster that's not Godzilla. Clearly, any Toho. Actually, no, anything. Doesn't even have to be a Toho monster. Just favorite monster.
Fedora, hands down, best kaiju of all time.
I'm gonna go with my man Gyra. Well, this is a zombie Gyra, but
Oh, dude, who makes that?
that was Planet
Planet
Asia.
X.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
Planet.
Planet Asia.
Damn, dude, that's
Painted
awesome.
by Mark Nagata painted this one.
Wow, dude, that's awesome.
It's probably my favorite piece. Still.
Well, everybody's grabbing theirs. Hold on, I gotta grab one.
Octeel just grabbed the Hedora. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way.
Yeah. I mean,
Come on.
cool design. He does a million things. You could draw him a million ways. Has the most variation of Safubi ever, probably. I mean,
Oh yeah, because he's like a blank canvas, right? Is
Dude.
that what you?
there's nothing you can't do to him, and he's still fucking amazing. You know?
He's a character I wish they would introduce into the MonsterVerse.
They'd fuck it up. They'd kill it.
I just want him to destroy the world. Is that so wrong?
No, let's do it. Let's do it.
I want Hedora and Biolante and just together, just destroying everything in a movie. I think that would be incredible.
That would be cool.
Slime, what do you got, man? Who's the favorite?
All right, I have two, because it's categories. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
my favorite Toho non-Godzilla kaiju is the homie Angulus, and this is one of the only vintage toys that I own. But I got this for, I mean, there, a lot of the paint is gone now, but I kind of love that. It's got character.
It's character, yeah.
I got it for a very reasonable price as well. And then my favorite non-Toho kaiju is Stay Puft.
Yes.
Stay Puft. Oh man,
Dude, that is
And,
awesome.
I believe this is made by Funko. Actually, it's
The 10-inch Funko?
it is. It's Funko. Yeah. But it's not like their pops or whatever. My
Oh,
partner.
is it their Japanese line?
Yeah. My partner Courtney got this for me. Actually,
That's cool.
it's like one of my first Safubis ever. Actually, but
That's awesome,
It's like it's hard to tell, but he's like red with glitter all through it.
Yeah,
Speaking of glitter, I didn't show off the glitter earlier, but you can't even tell with the camera. But this is a really beautiful piece. Love him.
That's all.
That's awesome, dude.
Thanks.
I gotta go with it's always just either Mechagodzilla or King Ghidorah for me. Like
Yeah.
74 is just everything about 74 was just amazing. Just I love the music in that movie. Guy turns his head around while still shooting forward. It's just like this is the best.
Yeah.
And then
One of my-
Ghidorah is just I like every Ghidorah probably except for 91. And then I don't consider Godzilla Earth or Kaiser Ghidorah as a Ghidorah. That Kaiser Ghidorah is just I'm sorry. Sorry, Final Wars
weird.
fans. Final Wars fans, I'm sorry. He should have just stayed as Monster X because he was way more badass that way.
Maybe.
Kaiser Ghidorah would have been awesome if it could move. He went from Monster X who was like flying around, crazy, versatile, and then Kaiser Ghidorah's like, I can stand here.
Yes.
You come to me.
He's standing there menacingly.
Not a well planned out suit for sure.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. It definitely looked like it was just two people in a horse costume, and you're like, oh god.
Like Pestar from Ultra.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love Pestar.
But
Oh.
in the show, he's so goofy because those two guys are not in sync.
That's why I love him.
It's like left
So
shark and right
good.
shark. Yeah. But all right, guys, let's wrap this up. So, Adam, what do you got, man? Anything coming up? Anything you want to promote? This is your time, shine. Where to follow you?
I mean, I just do tattoos, man.
Well, I mean, maybe we got some people in PA who want to come out and get a tattoo. What's up? All right, don't follow Adam. His tattoos suck.
don't
Moving
follow
on.
me. Like that's such a vague question.
Okay.
I don't know how to-
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm terrible at whenever I'm on another show and they're like, all right, so what are you plugging? And I'm like, I don't know how to promote myself at all. That's weird.
Man, like, check out my Instagram. You see what you like, you message me, and we go from there. As far as anything coming up, I mean, I used to do a lot of conventions. I don't really do that much these days because I'm pretty busy at work. I tend to book out a couple months at a time, and I feel like at home in a shop as opposed to traveling and doing conventions. I've been doing this long enough where I feel more comfortable just going to the shop, working on like one big appointment for the day, and having a connection with people. When you spend 8 hours in a chair tattooing somebody, I mean, unless you're a weirdo, I mean, you have to kind of make a connection with people. You have to talk with them and get a feel for who they are, what they like, what they're into, and it creates a really cool, unique experience, man, as opposed to just staying up late, drawing something, slapping it on their body and calling it a day. That's kind of that's kind of where I'm at now with my work. I've been doing this long enough where I pretty much work on an appointment only basis, and I like to kind of form a connection with my clients and do cool tattoos, man. That's what it's all about.
So if you'd like to form a connection with Adam, reach out to him on Instagram. Hit him slide into his DMs. He's waiting for you. Octeel, what you got, man?
Yeah, I'm the same way. You can find me on Instagram, Octeel Tattoo. I pretty much only want to do kaiju tattoos at this point, and I'm pushing for it. I'm working really hard for it. It's working out for me.
You're gonna start rejecting people? They're like, I want this. You're like, that's not a monster. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, all right, hell yeah. That's awesome,
I mean, I want to do, I want to do things that make me happy and I feel good about, and I want to do that for other people. Definitely this community. I mean, when you think Godzilla's been around, 70 years or whatever, it's like you have generations of people that are affected by Godzilla, right? They're affected by this whole universe. And the one thing I'm finding about tattooing people that, it's people think, it's just gimmicky. He's getting a Godzilla tattoo or a Gigan tattoo or something, but it's like most of the people that come to me are like, hey, I used to watch this with my grandma, or I used to watch this with my dad, or me and my brothers used to watch. I mean, that's how I got into it. My grandma used to watch it with me, and so it's like, you put those tattoos on people and it's like, it's memories and it's family and it's camaraderie, it's connection, that's bigger than just like, I got Justin Bieber's head on me or something. So
right
more
on.
Godzilla, less of that, and you can find me on Instagram.
Awesome, man. Chris, what do you got, man?
Same as them. I don't do anything. I don't do conventions yet. Maybe one day I'll do a convention. I don't know. But yeah, just on Instagram, Calico Chris 13 tattoo. Hit me up if you want something. I'm there pretty much every damn day, so.
Hell yeah.
Close.
That's what I
Slime?
get.
Yeah. Copy paste. I just got off the road. I was traveling for like 3 weeks playing music recently. I got home at 4 a.m. this morning, and then went right to the tattoo shop at like 11 o'clock. Yeah, my books are open. I get booked out a week or two in advance. I do a lot of walk-in stuff, but I have tons of line drawings ready to go, or I just draw whatever, you know. But I love monsters and cartoons and stuff like that. Yeah, that's it. My Instagram, coffin full of slime, all one word.
All right. You know, it'd be really cool. This is also a really cool idea. Since you guys are all in PA and I don't have a tattoo, if we came up with a design where each of you like designed a portion of it. I think I mentioned that in the chat. I don't even remember. Could have been a dream. Because then you would have like all your different styles in one tattoo, but it was cohesive. Is that even possible? Am I insane? I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
That'd be like putting Final Wars on your body ultimately. So
I mean, but at least it'd be better. It would be better though, at least. Yeah, I know. I'd come to you. You're probably gonna be like, I'd be like, "Are you done?" You're like, "Yeah." It just says Godzilla vs Kong sucks. I'm like, what the?
Dude, I don't want the bat symbol. That's all I'm saying. I get the bat symbol.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about the tattoo that I always wanted. Just in general, like you guys come up with your own take on something, but it's like a cohesive thing. And then I'd visit each of you individually. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Probably impossible, but maybe we can dream. But all right, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time. I hope you enjoyed it, even though Final Wars.
No more Final Wars.
Thank you for having us. Seriously.
Yes, thanks for having us.
This was a lot of fun.
Thanks, AJ.
And thank you guys so much for all your support. How you guys all found Kaiju Live and stuff. So this is fun, man. Just reaching out, members of the community, and just talking about toys, man. I just love this shit. It's so great. And it's weird to have a platform to kind of do it. I don't know. It's still weird to me that Kaiju Live's a thing.
But that's what makes this community great, man. Just like interactions like this. Like, I didn't even know these guys if it wasn't through Kaiju Live.
Yeah.
In fact,
awesome.
episode, Chris in particular, like, messaged me directly in the comments, like, "Hey, like, I follow you on Instagram," and that's kind of how we connected. And then I met the other guys. So I'm like, this is fucking awesome. This is what I love most about collecting, is the interactions I get within the community and the fan base, and meeting people and just having a good time, sharing a common interest.
Yeah, man.
And buying.
And buying toys, yes. But all right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. As always, like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more content from Kaiju Live. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
Bye.
Stick around for a second, guys.
Oh, is that